take a look at my screen and I'll show you an example of a variance analysis that we do from statement of cash flows. So of course I've removed some of the specific names, but this is an example based on one that I actually did for a client. And we looked and we said, in this month we came in over on the income. Now, just because we came in over, we don't just assume there's nothing to discuss. In fact, there may very well be something to discuss. In fact, in this particular case, we were short on the previous month because of the weather. This is a business whose model is driven very much by the weather. In other words, when it rains a lot, they can't perform their work because they work outdoors. So we were short in the month of January and February. So now we're expecting to be over in the month of March and actually in the month of April. So the question that I put here was, does that make up for it? And I had the discussion with the client when we reviewed this together. And then a question here where our cost of goods sold was so far off, we said maybe this assumption needs to be revisited. And then down here, I commented, we revisited the cost of goods sold assumption. And bottom line, we go through line by line and we make notes about things that need to be followed up on, check on this. And I just highlight especially things that vary significantly. We had a projected number for small tools. We didn't spend any money. Again, just because the variance is favorable, meaning it went in your favor, doesn't mean you ignore it. If anything, it's just as important as the things that were unfavorable, right? So the red and yellow, of course, are the unfavorable. The green and white are the favorable, right? So again, we take a look at this line by line and make sure that we understand everything that happened based on what we see here in the numbers. Now, don't take this lightly. You would be amazed after I spend this 45 minutes to an hour with my clients once a month and we go through these variance reports. I come out, I think, as blown away as they are with how much insight we get out of these calls, especially now that this is set up and the whole thing, like I said, just takes about a half an hour to an hour to update the variance report and then discuss it by going through it line by line. Try it, see if you like it. If you need any more help, give us a call at 866-945-8070, and I'd be more than happy to help you get this set up and walk you through this process for a couple months and see if you don't find it incredibly valuable for your own.